hit it.
Okay, first we're going to take our singing position, shoulders back. Everybody put your hands on your shoulders really fast. Make sure they're back. Okay. And we're going to start with the tired dog, which is when I say 1, you're going to breathe in silently, like I will go 1. And then 2, when you breathe out the air quickly, making sure your chest doesn't rise like mine just did when I breathed in. It'd be 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to get gradually faster as I count until we start panting like a dog in the sun. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. All right, and then the next one we're going to do is the locomotion. So everybody get your train arms. When I say woo, you're going to breathe in, and it's going to look like this. Woo. Do this one on the breathing in. There you go. And then ch. I'm just going to do the woo and the ha. So ch, the woo and the ch. So you guys don't have to worry about that part, but you just need to breathe out when I say ch. All right, so woo, ch, woo, ch. Make sure that you're breathing out on the ch and not saying ch, and it should be silent. So woo, ch, woo, ch. Good. And the next one we're going to do is soundscape. So we're going to be going, and we're going to go camping again. And it's going to be really windy outside, so it's going to be going. And Chris is going to. And then there's going to be a light tinkle of rain. So it's going to be. But then it's going to start raining harder, and it's going to be. And then there's thunder again, and it's. And it's still windy, and it's still raining, and it's still thundering. And then the rain is slowing down, and the thunder stops, and the wind slows down. So it's just like. And then the birds start to chirp. Make sure you're using your upper register on the chase. So it's like in your head. Think of like the BBB. It should be right where that is. Good. And now we're going to go on to the legato movements, which I would like to have in A4. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Could you play the entire? I think there's a thing that's in there. Thank you.
Do you want A major or do you want A to be your starting pitch?
Could I have A major?
Cool.
Now when you do it, you want to make sure that the ooh and the ah are different sounding, but at the same time they have the same roundness to them. Like they have different syllables, but they have the same kind of roundness. All right, so on 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. This time when you do it, make sure you breathe in nice and low and get lots of air moving through when you do it, and make sure the E is not so much an E, it sounds more like the ooh, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? All right, so let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. That was better. And now we're going to move on to lighten up, which is the hip, 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 hip. And when we do this, we want to make sure that we are making sure it's nice and light and that we breathe nice and low. And when we breathe in, we want to make sure that we're not breathing until the very end after the last hip. So on 3. 1, 2, 3. make sure when you're switching, if you're switching into your upper register, that you're using more air and that you are not breathing up here. Like I tend to do that, I noticed. And I saw some other people breathing up here. So can we try that one more time? And can we start a little higher? Like, yeah, that's good. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That's much better. And then the last one that I have is the tongue flex. So everybody stick your finger in front of your face, go cross-eyed, and stick your tongue into your finger, and push your tongue behind your teeth. Now while your tongue is there, try and flex your tongue back and forth without moving your jaw. So, and if it helps, put your hand right here, nice and flat. Good, you guys are doing that really well today. And then the next thing you do is, if it helps, keep your hand here and sing ooh while flexing your tongue, trying to make sure that it stays the same. Ooh. And then try doing it in the upper register and the lower register. So can I have a note for the upper register? Sure. That's good. Actually flexing your tongue forward and backwards like you were earlier. And can I have one for the lower register? That was awesome, guys. And that's all I have. Was I running really early on the time?
You weren't super early.
Okay.
You had about 50 seconds left.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty, Chris Rumpus. I mean, stop the camera.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay, it's my fault.